Hey everybody, it's Liam and it is progress report time. So, today I'm going to discuss my 3 months on testosterone. Physical, mental, emotional changes that have occurred. So starting off, I have immense, that's probably not the word, intense, that's better, intense hair body growth, like everywhere. Like, I'm not a hairless person, but I'm not the hairiest person before I started medically transitioning. But it's kind of cool. Like, I never really had hair on my hands. You guys probably can't see it, so I don't know why I'm going up towards the video here, the recording. But I have like little hair right here and on my knuckles, and like the inside of my arms generally is pretty hairless, but I can't see it. But on this side here, like right here, it's getting hairier, and near like my wrist, there's like a patch of thicker, not coarser, but thicker, darker hair. And also on this side too, I have a little hair right here on my chest, like little hairs. I got like 2 or 3 little curlies occurring. I'm like, I'm a big boy now. I definitely have like hair on my thighs, which I had like faint hair on my thighs, but like especially on like inner thighs and stuff, I have a lot more hair. I also have facial hair. Like, I mean, it's obviously not really facial hair. It's like peach fuzz. I look like a 13-year-old boy still, but if you can see, I have hair all here, here. I got a little, stash going on. It doesn't really connect here and here, but there's a little bit here, and then right here you can see I can pull. Guys, I can pull. I got little curls. I'm like excited. But I have that. It's kind of interesting because I've been going to the same barber for over a year. There is a little bit of a language barrier, but the last 2 times I went to the barber shop, he was like shaving here, and he just kind of like looked at me a little confused in the mirror, like this wasn't here before. Why is this occurring? I'm not really sure if he. So I haven't told him like I'm transgender, because like he speaks mostly Spanish. I speak no Spanish. He speaks limited English. Most people that speak English as a first language can't understand me, so there's that. But the last time he went, like, he went here and he's like, was confused, totally confused, just shaving all the way down here. I haven't gone since like a little bit before July 4th, so that's the last time I've gotten my hair cut or anything like that. And I shaved afterwards because he shaved like all this, so I then went in and shaved here on my cheeks, and I kind of kept my mustache and a little bit of hair that I have right here, just because I'm lazy and I kind of like little hair right here. But it's not that I really like this mustache thing going on. It's more like it's really hard to shave. I didn't realize how hard it is to shave that area. It's a bitch and a half. So this is like, I guess, 2, almost 3 weeks of growth on my face right now, if you guys want to see. So yeah, it's filling in there pretty well, kinda. I mean, some of my guy friends are jealous. It's kind of funny and awkward because he's like, give me some of your hormones there. Give me that testosterone. I need that. And I'm like, it's not me. It's not just testosterone. You have testosterone in your body, dude. It's called genetics. I come from a hairy bunch of people on both sides. But yeah, there's that. I don't have hair in my armpits because I'm trying, but I can't. Still can't do it. I don't like armpit hair on me. It's just gross, and it gets all sweaty, especially like it's hot, it's summertime. We got a heat wave going on right now, and I'm trying to limit as much stank and sweat as possible. I also have more stomach hair. I shaved recently, like the past 2 weeks, so it hasn't fully grown all the way back in, but it's getting back there. It's not as long. It actually can get quite longer than this, so it's not at its full or maximum capacity of furriness. I did shave it a little bit into a line. It was kind of awesome. I had happy draw all the way down. It was like super dark, but then I wanted to change something because I like getting like haircuts and stuff to deal with dysphoria, and I need to change, so I just shaved it all off, and now I'm just letting it grow back. Don't have any hair yet on my feet. The hair on my calves and shins is a little bit longer, but it's not much longer. I mean, I'm growing more hair, but if I do shave anywhere, cut anything, it still takes time for it to grow back. It doesn't grow back super fast. I mean, when I shave my face, I get a little stubble the next day, but it doesn't grow where it can actually be seen until like a week and a half or 2 weeks. My chest has gone smaller. Like, it's easier to flatten down. Right now, I'm not wearing a binder. I'm actually using KT tape just because it's hot. I've been having back problems recently, and I think it's because I sit at a desk all day, which is a major problem. And I do have horrible posture. I slouch a lot. A lot of trans guys do, but I slouch. I'm leaning on the desk and stuff, so that could be also causing back problems. And I don't stretch enough. And I sat at a desk for 8 hours, so I actually had to stop wearing my binder to work. So generally, I definitely wear it longer than 8 hours a day. Sorry, I had a cat hair there. Um, so I get up in the morning, put it on, I work 8 hours, and then immediately when I get home, I take it off. But if I go back out to like go shopping or something like that, I put it back on. But if I'm going to the gym, I generally don't wear my binder. I wear a sports bra. I've tried wearing a binder a few times, but it's not that it hurts or anything. I'm just more concerned of hurting my body. Even though they said it's okay, I have asthma and other issues, so I'm not trying to damage my rib cage or my lungs or anything, or ruin my chances of getting top surgery. My voice has gotten deeper. When I answer phones at work, people are like, "Are you sick?" And I'm like, "No, my voice is changing," or something like that. Or sometimes I'll say allergies, because sometimes I'm not really sure if my voice is actually changing or if it's just allergies. Allergies, when I get all congested, I sound different. But definitely there is a voice change where even people at work are like, "I didn't realize that was you, dude. Like, that's Liam?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's me, man." I saw my grandmother recently, and she hasn't really seen me since I started transitioning or starting hormones. And, like, she didn't acknowledge the changes, but, like, there's definitely hair that wasn't there, but she just kind of ignored it. She doesn't notice my voice change at all. But my uncle, my aunt noticed it. It was kind of cool, like, "Oh, look at you, a little fuzz." And the guys at work are adjusting pretty well. Especially the men. They're like trying to like make me part of the group. Like, I get fist bumps and like head nods, like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" So they acknowledge me. Everybody at work is still working on the pronouns. I mean, I guess it's hard. They've known me for about a year or so using female pronouns. So that's the thing. My coworkers are really supportive, or at least tolerant, which, I mean, you don't have to approve of my lifestyle, but at least respect it or tolerate me. I'm not forcing everybody around me to be trans or gay or anything like that, so I don't see a big problem with it. I do sweat more, but I've always sweated a lot. My skin hasn't changed, like, it hasn't gotten rough or anything like that. Just a little fuzzier. Like, I have, like, this now aura of fuzz, so I feel like I'm laying down and I'm looking down at my, like, chest and stomach. I just see, like, this dark little, like caterpillar hairs, just like a fuzzy, like, shield, like, aura shield all over my body. And it's kind of funny, so I'm just like, "Oh, dude, look at it." And that's interesting. Like, it's an adjustment. I did find, or, like, my friends have found, like, a few slightly longer dark hairs on my back and on, like, the back of my shoulders. And personally, I am not about it. I mean, I know it's a thing for some guys, but cis guys even, I just really not a fan of back hair at all. So I'm kind of hoping it doesn't become a serious thing. So, back my chest, it's getting like more masculine looking, which is great. I can lift more, so I'm not one to work out. Like, I work out my triceps more than my biceps. I know a lot of people do the reverse, but for my bicep curls, I only have 15-pound dumbbells, and for some reason I'm like very self-conscious of lifting bicep curls at the gym. Like, I don't want people knowing how weak I am or something. I have no idea. Just being a self-conscious little turd. But yesterday I didn't do that many reps. I did 5 to 7 reps, 5 sets of like 30-pound dumbbell curls, and that's a lot because I usually only do 15. So I'm like, whoa, I'm getting stronger. So that's a plus. I haven't ventured into the men's locker room. Actually, going to the gym is actually becoming a lot more difficult for me with dysphoria, because now I have like a beard-ish, like a peach fuzz beard, but I still, sorry for this word, tits, and it's really getting to me, personally. Like, my coworker didn't mean anything, but she's like, "Oh, it's shemale," kind of thing. I'm like, I know it's kind of derogatory, but she doesn't know any better, and not that, there's anything wrong with being that, but I'm trying to, like, identify as male and be like I want people to register me as male. So I feel like my chest is really hindering me. No matter what I wear, a binder, sports bra, KT tape. Like, also, my nipples are very predominant. They protrude through every shirt. Like, I can wear layers, and they're still there. So that's another issue for me right now. So I'm working with that. Like, I've been, like, avoiding going to the gym or not spending that much time in the gym, especially if it's crowded. Last night, I did try to go into, like, get the courage to go into the men's locker room, but I couldn't. Like, there was people there, and I couldn't do it, and I refused to go into the women's locker room. So I kind of feel bad. Like, I kind of treat the gym like my, like, home. Like, I like to keep it tidy. So, like, if something's out of place, I try and put it back in place. So I want to put my towel in the bin, but there's no bins outside on the gym area. They're only in the locker room. So I'm like, well, I don't have the courage to go into the men's bathroom or locker room, and I refused to go in the women's. So I just threw it on a chair and, like, walked out. And I felt horrible. So I felt like I was littering. But yeah, that's becoming a problem for me. I have been having to wear sports bras to work the past week or so just to see if my back pain is lessened. It has, except like for today, but last night I did do a back workout. But I'm putting band-aids on my nipples and wearing sports bra. I have been a little self-conscious and, like, trying to conceal it because I'm not wearing my binder, because I've been wearing my binder for a year now at work. So it's a little of a struggle for me right now, and also with my insurance refusing to cover my top surgery at the moment, so they say it's excluded from my insurance policy. So I'm trying to figure everything out right now with that. Also, now let's go into sex life. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds before I talk about those things. So I'm gonna count down: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope I didn't skip a number. So, sex drive. I don't feel like my sex drive has increased that much. I think the first 2 weeks I felt like growth downstairs where I was actually kind of uncomfortable, where I couldn't sit because, like, my boxers or my pants were, like, rubbing against my genitals too much. My penis, as you would like to, I'm going to call it. And that was a problem. And then my sex drive was just, like, really bad. Yes, I had, at work, I was like, I'm thinking about sex. I'm, like, constantly thinking about sex. I mean, I think about sex, but it was just, like, just boom, boom, intruding kind of thing, and intrusive thoughts kind of thing, like sex. And it wasn't helping that I'm, getting an inappropriate text message at work. I'm like, now that's all I can think about. And then, like, I don't identify as straight. I prefer labeling myself as queer, or, like, I find men attractive, but generally I haven't, like, been intimate with a guy in many years. But for, I think, like, a month in, or a month and a half, maybe 2 months in on testosterone, I was highly contemplating, like, excuse my French, but want some dick kind of thing. And I was like, what? Because that's not something I've experienced in, like, the past 5 or 6 years, or ever really wanting to have sex with a guy. So I was just like, what is going on with me? This is not okay. Well, it's not okay. It's like, it's weird. It's different. I'm not used to this. I didn't act upon it really. Did some swiping, but didn't really go pursue anything. I feel like my sex drive is pretty much the same as it was before I started testosterone now. I have had growth. I don't feel like there's much length per se, but maybe more girth. A little bit of length, but in the past couple of weeks I don't feel like it's grown anymore. But it's like, if I were to pull it back, so let's call it the foreskin. I'm using words here. Like the foreskin, and I pull back and I see it looks definitely like it doesn't look anymore, sorry for this word, a clitoris anymore. It looks like a penis, and it makes me very happy. I mean, it's a very small penis, but it's mine. I have thought about maybe trying pumping. I've heard mixed things about it. Some people say it works, other people says it doesn't. It just makes you feel better. But I'm contemplating doing that once I save it. Like, I have to go buy a pump, but that's money I don't have right now. I have bottom dysphoria all the time, but I've noticed my top dysphoria since I have more masculine features, appearance to people, that my top is actually more of a concern to me than my bottom recently. And that's the thing.